Good evening. We begin tonight with breaking news. The Palisades fire has flared up in Los Angeles, forcing even more residents to evacuate. Already, at least 11 people have been killed in the blazes and more than 12,000 structures damaged or destroyed. This is what firefighters are dealing with right now. And US correspondent Jonathan Kersley is in the Los Angeles neighbourhood of Brentwood tonight. Jono, the threat is drawing closer to the heart of LA.
Amelia, at forced evacuations in West Los Angeles, the flare-up in the hills behind me here in Brentwood is about 9 or 10 kilometres or so from Beverly Hills. And the flames seem to roar to life out of nowhere, leaping through the trees, even appearing to catch firefighters off guard. You can see here they are forced to make a desperate dash to safety, getting away from those fires and out of harm's way. As we go to air tonight, the threat is starting to subside. A giant layer of fire retardant up on those hills, and a lack of wind is the saving grace for an already anxious community. The flare-up is from the Palisades fire that over the other side of the hills has already caused so much devastation and destruction, and where people are still finding out they've lost everything.
Back on the beach, that's forever changed. This was home for Brisbane's James Willis for 4 years. It's the first time he's seen it since it was reduced to rubble.
My whole deck was here. Look, there's my fireplace. It was brand new.
This was your slice of paradise.
Yeah, mate, this is my home. This is my home. Yeah.
James stayed to fight the flames in Malibu, but in the end the battle was too big. Now he's left with nothing but his dog, Bones.
How much did you love this place?
Oh, I love this place more than anything. I loved it. It was our own little sanctuary. It's like you get out of the LA bubble, you're in your own little world here.
But this little world will never be home again.
And there's too many good memories here, and it's time to move on.
Conditions might be calm now, but firefighters are using this time to put out spot fires and burning embers like this one here in Pacific Palisades, trying to get it fully extinguished before the winds could pick up again.
A curfew is now enforced in the Palisades to protect evacuated properties from looters, and in Altadena, where the Eaton fire is now the most destructive in Los Angeles history and remains only 3% contained.
We're not rich people. We work really hard for that apartment, for that rent-controlled apartment, because we love the ocean. And unfortunately, we have to find a new place to live now.
This security camera capturing the chilling moment. Flames descended on a home. The death toll expected to climb higher. A tearful Jennifer Garner revealing one of her friends died in the Palisades fire.
It's too awful to talk about. It's just kind of unimaginable.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle spent the afternoon at an evacuation site in Pasadena, speaking with emergency crews and residents impacted by the Eaton fire.
We were here earlier today and they were serving food anonymously. They didn't come out here for publicity. They came out here to work.
Australian actor Mel Gibson was recording a podcast with Joe Rogan when the blaze hit, and his home was wiped out.
It was completely toasted. I've never seen such a complete burn. It's like someone did it on purpose to really destroy every aspect of it.
Californians queuing upwards of 6 hours, still waiting to find out the fate of their homes.
Do you know whether your property is there or not?
We don't, so we're anxious to get up there and take a look.
And now in comes the National Guard, a military police force to help law enforcement keep the fire zones safe. Hundreds have already descended on areas, including this one, as part of an army of 8,000.
Today, a new fire flared in the Granada Hills, but aided by water bombers, firefighters brought it quickly under control. Governor Gavin Newsom is calling for an independent investigation into reports of hydrants without water. The LA fire chief says the city failed her.
Right now, we need to be fully funded and supported so that our firefighters can do their jobs.
Jobs that may become even more difficult in the days ahead. In Pacific Palisades, Jonathan Kersley, 9 News.
And an Australian citizen is feared to have been killed in the Los Angeles fires. Rory Sykes was born in Britain with cerebral palsy and moved to Australia as a child, attending school in Sydney. His mother has told 10 he was inside a cottage in Malibu as it burned, and they had no water to put it out.
I said, oh my God, my son is locked in his room and I've got a broken arm. I couldn't lift him, I couldn't move him.
Rory's mother says he is not yet part of the official death toll.